welcome back to the Eastern Front. Usually I use the same map for my follow-up bolt action game after my chain of command game. But I kind of was reading through the scenarios in the bolt action book, and I really like the one sectors. I think it's like scenario 7 or something like that, or sector, excuse me. So kind of took a spin off that. I've made 4 key positions on this map. Both sides will start off the board and then come in. We'll do 7 turns dedicated, and whoever basically can have the most points at the end will win. So the sectors for this map are going to be, the 2 bridges over here on, I guess that would be the north end if we're sticking to the same compass directions as the compass of the chain of command games. The church area here in the center up on the hill, and then the town sector over here. Map is 5 foot wide, or 5 foot across from here, and then 14 feet going that direction. Got some trees, got some rivers, got a little bit of fields, got some different elevations, crazy road hexes all over the place. A little bit of something for everybody. Do plan on buying. I found some 3D printed river sectors that you basically paint yourself, and I think I'm going to get those. These maps, these river sections have done me well, but a couple of you guys have said, "Oh God, they look stupid." But they're just on neoprene. They were pretty cheap when I was first starting out. So should be. I think everyone should be trying to upgrade their stuff all the time. I'm also going to, speaking of upgrading, I'm going to start breaking out my Napoleonics in the background and start refinishing up most of my troops and start painting some new ones, starting to add on to my Napoleonic 28 millimeter armies. Valor and Fortitude by the Perrys, that free game you get downloaded, the 2nd edition. I'm going to give that a whirl. That might be my next foray. It's time to get back to Napoleonics. I haven't been there in a while. So, really, that's where I started off. And, yeah, it's my true passion. Been doing some skirmishing. It's time for some big battlefield stuff. I've got the table to do it, so I might as well do it. And it looks just so beautiful. And it'll be nice that now that my painting is improved a little bit to start touching up those original units and making them a little bit better. This is going to be a 1,500 point affair. This, in my opinion, it kind of sums up the whole Russia versus Germany issue that was for the Germans, where the Russians seem to have boundless amounts of troops, as they can have all kinds of stuff for 1,500 points. And then you go over there for the same point value and fewer Germans, but a lot more fancy. So it's fancy versus the multitude, and we'll see who wins. I'll go over the forces real quick, and then we'll get into it. We'll start drawing dice. 15 order dice against 11, I think. And yeah, should be a heck of a good game. I'm looking forward to it. I'll do a couple low shots here. Excuse my knees as they creak. You can see that the church is on a nice precipice, I guess would be the word. Typical church for the... Gonna get up on the hill, overlooking everything. A pretty good looking map. I was very pleased with it. I might have to keep this and go into Napoleonics on the same battlefield. It'd be kind of fun. It'd be really difficult for 28 millimeter Napoleonic formations to maneuver in here, but we'll get it done. Gotta shift around some of my roofs to get them more flush to where they're supposed to be, but oh well. Just kind of started throwing stuff on the battlefield, and I was kind of really happy the way it ended up. For terrain, the rivers will be unpassable except for bridges. Fields will be light cover and probably slow down to some kind of movement. I'll take like an inch off or off movement to go through the fields. that wall around the church will be hardcover. Buildings will be hardcover. You don't want to be in buildings with these giant cannons like usual for Bolt Action Second Edition, but you know, whatever. And yeah, these will be like light covered little fences and stuff, or soft cover. Trees, you can see into them if there's guys in there, but up the other side you can't see through them. Okay, look at the forces. Russian stuff's going to be all regular except for their captain. He's going to be a veteran. He's got a guy with a submachine gun, Panzerfaust, and everything else is regular. 2 senior lieutenants leading the 2 different reinforced platoons. We've got a medic, medium mortar with spotter, 2 medium machine guns with gun shields, 4 light machine gun squads, all regular. 10-man squads. They've got that light machine gun, the loader, and then everything's rifles. This smattering of Panzerfaust throughout these guys. I think I have a couple more Panzerfaust over on sprues. I need to kind of give some more to the Russians. And then since they have 2 reinforced platoons, they get 2 inexperienced rifle squads. They got their NCO with a SMG, or I think one of them actually is an assault rifle, which is kind of breaks the rules a little bit, but we'll say the NCOs are a bit better. And then rifles galore. We'll see how those dudes when they get shot. And you got the T-34-85, it's regular. And oh, I'm back. KV-2 with the heavy howitzer, the big old turret, and the rear-facing machine gun, and all the love in the world. Okay, that's it. I think that I can't say Russian. I can't read Russian at all or anything, but that probably says badass in my opinion. I still haven't put these guys together yet. I need to. I bought a 3D printed flamethrower team off Etsy, so that should flush out my assault engineers for the Soviets. Coming over to this side of the table, we'll get down low and show you a pan across, then we'll go across with the German forces. It kind of looks like Pittsburgh over there with all the 3 rivers and stuff coming together. Just need a baseball field in the middle. See the what the Germans will be going through. If you are within 12 inches of these sectors, you control them, but they can be contested if the other team has got their troops within 12 inches as well, and tanks can contest. So I will think about that, but I think I'll put tanks can contest too. That'd be kind of fun. There's not a ton of tanks on the battlefield. They'll probably be off wiping each other out. And then this is 4 if it's tied up at the end. Turn 7, we'll go. The tiebreaker will be kill points by wiping out of order die. And if it's still tied, it's just tied. It's not going to be the end of the world. Here's the star of the show for the Germans, a regular Jagdtiger, which was another freaking phenomenal machine. Yeah, super heavy anti-tank. I think it's like the biggest gun in the game. I think there's no range penalty with that at long range. This thing just fires school buses across the battlefield. Germans have 1 reinforced platoon, 4 veteran. No, it's 4 regular. Here, I think were they grenadier? Yeah, just grenadier platoons. I can't remember what they are. Squads, excuse me. They've got a mix of rifles and assault rifles and some SMGs, and then they each have 1 MG42 in there, which will count as a light machine gun. And they're here grenadier squads. I was kind of all over the place with that. Sorry about it. You've got a medium mortar with spotter. You've got a, I believe this officer is veteran. First lieutenant with an assistant. And you've got a veteran captain with an assistant. Both the assistants have got, no, only this one has a Panzerfaust. The other guy's an assault rifle. Veteran medic all by himself. Panzer Schreck team. MG42 team. And that wraps up the Germans. Lots of goodies. Just nowhere near as... Hopefully they've got enough people to cover the battlefield, and stop the Soviet horde. If that thing sees anybody, it's going to kill them. So, boom. Get it, son. All right. We'll start pulling the dice here in a second. And just hold on to your hats. Go get yourself an adult beverage and start painting. All right, guys. You're awesome. See you in a second. All right. Let's start with the first dice here. See what we got here. Oh, yeah. Russians are going to try to bring, or Soviets, excuse me, try to bring on one of their inexperienced rifle squads down here on the southern flank. They're going to just 7 to bring them in. All right, they're going to go down and chillax. Next die. Another Soviet die. They're trying the same thing. Another inexperienced rifle squad. This one on the north side. Not feeling it. They're down as well. More Soviets. All right, needing an 8, they're going to try to bring in one of their LMG squads down here on the south side. South side. They're going to go down as well. Looks like good thing I did 7 turns. The Soviets might be on the battlefield by the 7th turn. More Soviet stuff. We're going to stick with that south side theme. That second squad's going to try to replicate what those guys failed to do. Soviet LMG squad runs onto the battlefield, trying to get into town, claim that objective before the Germans can get in there, get dug in like a tick. I just looked over there inside the battlefield to make sure I put the German dice in here. Let's see what happens. All right, Germans are going to try to bring in their MG42 team. Those boys run onto the battlefield. They're kind of looking at the bridge, covering this gap. The Soviets try to dig in near that bridgehead. They're going to get some medium machine gun firepower. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Now on a roll. Liking that little machine gun team. They're like, oh yeah, come get down this road, baby. Germans are going to try to bring in their Panzer Schreck team. Get them hidden into the town over here. Just wait for the Russian armor to come popping around the corner. They get up behind this building in town. They're probably trying to see if this door is the men's bathroom, that's the women's bathroom. I'm not sure. Maybe it's unisex. They're trying to figure it out. See what they can do later on in the game. They'll probably be back there all day. But really, they'll be looking for a tank to come down this road here and just shoot a rocket right up his... Touche. Then they can hide in the bathroom. Oh, yes. So the Germans coming out like crazy now. They're on a roll. They're going to bring in one of their... they're going to try to bring on one of their here Grenadier squads outside of town. A little bit of sunshine on their backs. The Germans move into town. Start the occupation. Oh yeah. They're showing the Soviets how it's done. They're due for a Soviet dice, man. They're kind of dig out for them. All right, here we go. Soviets are going to try to deploy another light machine gun squad right here into this gap. Get onto the battlefield. I think their objective will be the church and the church grounds. Germans going to try to bring on another here Grenadier squad, regular size, regular troop quality, right in the center. Germans were getting cocky there. They go down. All right. They also go down. Uh-oh. Got some command and control issues for the Germans. Soviets. They're also going to try to bring these guys in the center here. They're going to try to overload this side. Right, they also run to the battlefield next to their other squad. So we've got 3 Soviet LMG squads kind of in the center and the south here. One objective will be the town, and these two will be going for the church grounds.
German.
Go for it. They're bringing their last German squad in the center, since they haven't been able to do anything with the other two. Squad makes it to the base of the hill beneath the church grounds. We're looking to get up there and get in position before the Russians do.
All right, where'd the other German die?
They're going to try to bring their captain in, who basically will only fail on a foo bar. He tried to replicate his failure from last game, but he does it. Gets a 10. It's fine for him. He gets all those bonuses. He's in there to support those gentlemen going up the hill, and anybody else that can actually get on the board before the end of the game.
All right, more Soviet stuff.
Soviets are going to try to bring on their mortar and their spotter down at this end, help support the attack. Or they're just going to chill at the rear depot, just kind of checking out the stuff, shining up their stuff, waiting to get on later.
German.
I try to bring their mortar in over here on the south side where they've had some success. Medium mortar, he's dialing in his stuff back behind this building, hoping he's safe. Forward observer's hiding in the trees, kind of peeking down this fence line, looking for Soviets popping up so he can drop some rounds on their heads.
Soviet time.
Soviets going to try to bring in their veteran captain over here in the center to help support this attack. All right, he's on the bullhorn yelling how awesome Stalin is and how great bread tastes. Even if it's the only thing you got to eat. Good luck, gentlemen. Just keep going, baby. They got that captain in there to bring home the bacon. He'll be leading that attack.
All right. Oh, getting stuck in these pockets down here. Another Soviet die.
Try to bring in one of their senior lieutenants. He's regular. He's going to try to lead the southern attack. He gets onto the battlefield, kind of point at that forward observer. Can't really see him yet, but notice the Germans are in town. They got intel. They know what's up. All right, let's do some more die. We're getting down the nitty gritty, as I love to say. Not a lot of stuff down here at this end.
It's just a machine gun down on the north end. That's it. German time.
They try to bring their first lieutenant in, who's a veteran. He's going to take command of the town. Looks like a good place for a mortar barrage. Oh, no. Hopefully he doesn't shoot straight up in the air and come down and hit his own guys, though.
It's got quite a few dice in here. There's Soviet die.
Try to bring on an MG42. Sorry, not an MG42. Wish they had an MG42. Try to bring on a Maxim machine gun over here behind the house, kind of covering the church compound. He's going to go down instead because not quite ready to come on the battlefield.
Other Russian die. We're trying the same thing with the other Maxim squad.
Come on behind that house, just kind of train their machine gun up here in case any Germans start occupying that area. Let them have it.
All right, German die.
Try to bring their medic in behind their captain. Probably a lot of casualties up here in this church area. My boy the medic's on the battlefield. Heck yeah. Do some good, brother.
All right, so like 4 dice left or something. Soviet.
Bring in their other senior lieutenant on the north side. Wait for the troops to get there. He runs on behind this barn here. Just waiting for his boys to get here so he can go full offensive.
Oh, I think it's the last German die.
Let's see if they put enough gas in the Jagdtiger. They're going to fire up the engine and come on the battlefield. Jagdtiger comes onto the battlefield. It's an opportunity for the Soviets. They got both their tanks have not come on yet. So, might be get the KV-2 and take a shot at this guy.
KV-2 is going to try to come on the battlefield, take a shot at the Jagdtiger.
Oh, there he is. He can see the Jagdtiger. 152 millimeter high explosive shell coming downrange. Let's see if the Jagdtiger can tank this sucker, literally. Oh yeah, baby. Big dog. The derp gun. Against the real derp gun. KV-2, advance, -1, over half range, -2. Needs a 5 or a 6 to hit the Jagdtiger. Oh no, he misses. Terrible. Oh.
No, that'd have been crazy. Blew him up on the first shot. Soviet
Medic's going to come in with that main force. She's freaking bad to the bone. She saved about, I think, 2 or 3 guys last game, maybe more. She was going to try to replicate that feat.
Last die should be the T-34-85. Oh yeah, he's going to come in down here at this end.
He's not looking to kill right away. He's just going to get on the battlefield. Wait for the troops to get there and then try to wipe out some Germans. Not get taken out by a Panzerschreck.
That's the end of turn 1. Oh yeah, boy. Gotta love some bolt action.
Alright, a lot of guys still to come on the battlefield. That little -1 check to get on the field is problematic. Jagdtiger survives the KV-2's marksmanship failure. Germans need to get the rest of their troops. They can't afford to not have all their troops on the battlefield. Those 2 squads have to get on here. KV-2 will be looking for doing some dodging here in a minute. Unless she can shoot again. I think these guys both might have the slow rule or something. I gotta do some more reading on these big ass tanks. They're both beasts with armor, but they both have massive guns. Cannot wait to get that ISU 152. Oh yeah, baby. And the SU 100 too.
Okay, we'll be back for turn 2. Turn 2 started. Let's get that started, Let's go. All right. Oh, Soviets, yes.
I think you got to go for it. You got to shoot while you can. KV-2. They've rammed another 152 millimeter shell in the breach. They're going to let the Tiger have it. The Jagdtiger. Looking for a 4, 5, or a 6 this time to nail the Jagdtiger. That shell hits the Jagdtiger, but it can't penetrate it. It doesn't have enough oomph with the +4 against the 11 armor. Since it's going from the front, it just causes 1 pin on that bad boy. Went back and read some of the forums on the penetration. I think I got that right. I think if it can penetrate, I don't know, this stuff about crew being regular or experienced. If you can roll over the top, if you roll over a number, you roll high, they don't take penetration or something like that. But since the way I read the rules, if it can't penetrate, it doesn't cause the extra pins. So just takes a shock.
All right, next die out of the bag. Another Russian dice.
Crack and bringing on their last LMG squad. They run onto the north side of the battlefield behind this farm. Trying to stay away from the Jagdtiger. Not sure where they're going to go yet, but at least they've got a force over here now.
More Russian stuff.
Going to try to bring on an inexperienced rifle squad. Alright, the Russians are looking serious on the north side now. They've got 2 squads in a row on the battlefield.
Oh yeah.
Jagdtiger's going to show the KV-2 what's up. 128 millimeter shell inbound.
Pass a 1 pin order before you can do it.
KV2's in the woods. It's going to be +1, but no modifier for long range because that shell is just insane. We're looking for 4, 5, or 6. Rid of his pin marker, but the shell flies right and high, baby. Probably kills a tree.
More German stuff.
I'm gonna try to bring on one of the regular infantry squads that failed last turn. These guys are moving up along the riverbank in the woods for cover. Getting covered by the MG42. Moving towards the objective.
Alright, see what's going on now. More German stuff. Try to bring in their last squad.
Onto the battlefield in the center. The Germans are fully deployed.
More German stuff.
MG42 moves up the tree line to get a better angle on the bridge and the river to cover this infantry assault. German captain uses Snap 2, moves up the medic and that infantry squad up to the wall outside of the church compound. Germans are on the high ground.
Soviets.
Soviet captain does the same thing. He Snap 2s himself, the combat medic, and this light machine gun squad. They start moving up towards the ridge. You're gonna watch their left too. The Germans are right over there.
Alright.
Soviet senior lieutenant does a Snap 2, moves up this squad and himself up to the outside of the little town here behind this light fencing.
Alright, more Soviet stuff.
They're bringing their last Maxim machine gun. He runs in behind into those trees over there to the right, getting his gun up here, getting ready to start covering this assault onto the church compound.
Alright.
German spotter's a little exposed here, the mortar spotter, but he can see those guys down behind the fence, so he's gonna try to direct in a shot for his mortar team. Needing a 6 to land on those Germans, those Russians over there. Little long there. Sorry about your luck, baby. Close though.
German die.
Panzer Shrek team getting up against the cookhouse, waiting for that T-34-85 to get closer.
Oh, more German stuff.
German First Lieutenant Snap 2 ordered that squad across the street. They run over there. He barely moved forward to the edge of this building. Getting a little bit concerned. Doesn't think he has enough troops. Probably doesn't.
Last 5 dice are all Soviets, so let's get that in a row.
First we'll bring the inexperienced rifle squad in down here to help support the attack on the town. They run onto the battlefield, heading towards the woods. Except the Maxim machine gun moved up to the edge of that building, kind of protecting his right, but in a good position to fire onto the church courtyards. The German senior lieutenant ran up there between the buildings, just getting ready to lead his troops this direction towards the bridge. Soviets can try to bring their mortar team on. Mortar takes cover behind these trees. Forward observers in the fields behind that row of bushes, staring down the Germans attacking. Doing some math equations. She's ready to start dropping shells next turn. T-34-85 advances, staying out of range for those Panzer Shrek, but now he's covering the center of town. Basically cutting the whole place in half here. Okay, that's the end of that turn. Got mortars coming down, we got shells going back and forth. It's gonna be a hell of a good turn 3, could be brutal. Alright, see you in a minute.
Okay. Turn 3, here we go, baby. Digging. Oh!
The Yog Tiger's gonna try to pounce on the KV-2. Unload another 128 at him. KV-2 still in cover. Needing, this guy's gonna need, is that a 5 or 6 or a 4, 5, and a 6? He's gonna need a 4, 5, or a 6 to hit the Russian tank. Oh, he drills him. So that armor of the KV-2 is no joke, though. +7 super heavy anti-tank gun versus 10 armor. That KV-2's on fire. Crew is panicking. They get an extra pin for that. They're up to 2. Gotta take a morale test, see if they can put it out. Alright, those guys are some firefighting machines. They get the fire out. They got 2 pins. They've gone down this turn. Oh.
Yog Tiger, bringing it. Oh, Soviets.
Experienced rifle squad moves into the woods, or advances into the woods, and will fire on these Germans coming around the building. They're gonna be, they're gonna get cover. They're gonna need 7s to hit. Only the rifles are in range, so they're gonna get 9 shots. Those boys blast away and shoot the heck out of that building. They check their insurance premium. Not good.
Alright, next die. More Soviet stuff.
Russian veteran captain does a snap too, moves 3 additional units, moves that regular LMG squad up to the wall. The medic follows behind them to keep them in one piece, and this trailing LMG squad is also on the way towards the church compound to engage the Germans.
Alright, next up. Germans.
German captain does the same thing as the Russian captain. Orders the medic to advance. Orders this squad to advance over the wall and open fire. Orders this squad to run up against the back of the church. We're gonna have some shooting from this squad into that Soviet LMG squad in hard cover. We got 17 shots coming out of that squad, hitting on 5s and 6s, depending if you're an SMG, assault rifle, or something else. 2 hits on the Soviets. They'll get a pin. Let's see if those guys live, those 2 of them. 1 Soviet rifleman will be killed, but the medic girl's right there, ready to slap a band-aid on it. Hell yeah, Wonder Woman uses her bracelets to flex that bullet. No one's killed, just 1 pin on the Soviets.
That was awesome. I love medics. I love myself. La-da-dee. Soviets.
They ran the Maxim machine gun over here to be able to start laying down fire on the Germans if they come out. Next turn.
Alright, Germans.
Mortarman taking a shot at that infantry squad, needing a 5 or 6 to hit now. Sorry, they're shooting at the officer and his assistant. I was debating on going down, but I was like, I want to keep this officer in case those Germans come out so they could attack him. Those 2 guys get nailed with a medium mortar round. +2 pin on those 2 guys. Senior lieutenant survives. Yes, he's gonna have to take a desperation morale after he takes D3 pins. So he takes 3 pins. He gets a +2 for his being a senior lieutenant. So he's gonna take a -1 desperation morale check. Just another day at the office with that Soviet officer. Got 3 pins up against the fence line. His buddy's on top of the roof of the barn in pieces. See what's next for the Soviet army. Oh, what's next is it's the German dice. Germans are going to stall and put their MG42 on ambush. He was wishing he could shoot this spotter, but she's 39 inches away, so out of range.
Soviets.
Laughing at that guy, Soviet radio operator on the horn with her mortar section, gonna fire in at the MG42. Just show that dude who's boss. She's gonna try to drop a round on his head. They're slamming rounds into the tube. Incoming. Soviet mortar round lands just long into the woods. Oh gosh. Needing a 5 or 6 next turn.
Alright. More Soviet stuff.
Inexperienced rifle squad starts moving towards the bridge. They are just outside of the 30-degree ambush of a cone of fire on that MG42, so he can't shoot him in the ambush. I will double check if it's 30 or 45, but I don't have a protractor on me. I have to try to kind of wing it. Kentucky windage time. It's actually 45 degrees when I recheck the rules. Those guys are in the cone of death, so this machine gun will trigger his ambush. I thought I outsmarted myself there, but no, I couldn't. Long range is the only modifier. 4, 5s, and 6s. I believe it's 6 shots with the German machine gun rules. 5 hits on an inexperienced squad. They're going to get a pin. They'll make that insano roll what they have to do when they're the first time they get hit. Let's see how many get killed. 4 of them are killed. Chance the NCO is killed. They will have 1 pin. They got to do their green check now to see what happens to them. Alright, those guys have seen the elephant. They're fired up. They're going to be telling stories tonight around the fire pit. They are now considered a regular infantry squad. So, alright. A little bit of a boost there for the Soviets. T-34-85 goes on ambush waiting for the Germans to run across the street. Maxim machine gun runs across the street and sets up in the trees. Looking down the road. Or down the river.
More Soviet stuff.
Soviet senior leader does a snap 2 order. Orders this LMG squad to move up along the hedge line, moving towards the bridge. He also moves out a little bit to lend support to these gentlemen out here in the out in the open as the Russian assault on the bridge begins.
German die.
German Grenadier Squad advances to the end of the tree line. It's going to open up on something. Probably try to take out the Maxim. 14 shots, needing 5s and 6s, trying to take out the Maxim. Only the assault rifles were able to score hits. 3 hits on the Maxim. He'll take a pin. He's got a gun shield, so he'll go up to basically a veteran status, needing 5s and 6s to kill. Nothing but a pin on those Soviets. They're fired up. That gun shield keeps them alive.
Alright, what's next? German die.
Panzerschreck team gets small. They go down behind that chimney. Hope there's not toxic fumes coming out of there making crank out in that freaking cookhouse.
Alright. Another German die.
Officers running across the street yelling at that squad to get going into the attack. Meanwhile, the road T-34-85 unleashes an 85mm high explosive round trying to blow it into pieces. Small teams, long range. It's gonna be a tough shot. Let's see if they can hit him. Oh, boom goes the dynamite. That shell explodes behind them as they get across the street. They made it, and now they activate these guys as they are going to run out and do some killing. Run out and try to put some pins on this squad back here before they have a chance to go. So they already got their senior lieutenants already got 3 pins on them. I'm going to try to put some hurting on them so they can't move. 15 shots, needing 4, 5s, and 6s. The assault rifles, they got 3 of them. And hits on that regular light machine gun squad. Just 2 kills, 1 chance for an exceptional. Soviets take 1 pin, lose 2 guys. I think the last 2 dice for me there is this officer is going to order his guys to do something if they can get past this morale test. First up, officer's got a +1 check to see if he can get over his fear. Officer passes his, he'll go on to 2 pins. He's going to pass his bonus on to these guys. They have a -1 check. See if they can pass. They advance over the fence line, get within close range, and engage the Germans with all their weapons. 10 shots hitting on 4s. Oh, 3s, sorry. Eight hits on the Germans. Oh gosh. Five of them are killed. They're going to take a desperation morale. 1 chance for critical damage. They get smoked. Alright, that's the end of the turn. Outstanding. Getting fully engaged across the battlefield. That's what you want to see. Mortar rounds landing, tanks firing shells, tanks on fire, making popcorn. Oh gosh, who knows? Alright, we'll see you in the next turn. You guys are awesome.
Alright, here we go. See what's up. Alright, Russians starting off strong.
This senior lieutenant is going to try to pass a 2 pin, but he gets, so it'll be an even morale test to give an order. And he's going to order this machine gun to fire at those guys and then follow up with these guys assaulting. Alright, 8 is exactly what he needs, so he will order this guy. He will fire 5 shots in soft cover at these guys before they go in for the assault. 5 shots, needing 4 5s and 6s. Puts 3 hits on them. They're going to go up to at least 2 pins. Got 3 guys left. The assault goes in within 6 inches so they can't respond to it. Here comes all the bullets. That squad is wiped out. Russians get a 1d6 consolidation. They move between those buildings as they start the hunt for the Panzerschreck team and the mortar team back in the corner. Alright, next dice. More Russian stuff. Mortar girl's going for it, trying to land a mortar back on that same place on the medium machine gun for a 5 or a 6. Mortar round lands on him. Oh gosh! They can get both the machine gunners and they can get one of the guys from the other squad. With the +2 penetration, all 3 guys die. Machine gun team's gonna be wiped out, and the other squad is gonna take the D3 pins. Oh, they've got 1 pin on them. Oh god, the Germans have got 2 order dice in the bag now. Soviets turning a corner and I think we're turn 4, right? More Soviet stuff. KV2 is going to try to pass a 2-pin order. Insane courage. These guys lose both their pins. They're fired up. They ram a 152 round into the breech and unload on the Jagdtiger. They'll need a 4 to hit. Oh, they'd be -9 to that roll. I think the penetration on the 152 is a 4. The Jagdtiger's armor is a 10. That's -6, and you get a -3 for the superficial hit. So basically, they're going to be stunned. They're going to go down. They're going to get 2 pins. So this is a good scenario for the KV2. They just keep firing at this guy and then just pin him out of the game, basically. It's
put about a bazillion pins on them, just hitting them with 152s all over the place. Oh, the Germans finally get to go.
German captain's going to go insane. He's going to order this squad to advance and fire. Move himself up and fire. Medic's going to go up to support, and these guys are going to assault. Oh, here come the Germans. They're going to fire at that squad right there. And then so will the officer and his submachine gun, but they'll fire at the other officer. 14 shots, any 3s or 4s. Holy cow, 11 hits. Good luck, my Soviet friends. 6 of them are going to be dead. The medic is going to try to bring them all back. They got 2 pins right now. Medic girl brings back 3 of them. She's amazing. No desperation morale yet. Captain's going to switch his submachine gun. Well, he still fires a submachine gun and his pistol at these guys. Close range, but they will get the hard cover, so it's going to be a +1. 4, 5s, and 6s. And it'll also be small teams, so they'll have to get 5s and 6s, excuse me. They get 1 hit. See what they can do. Would be 1 guy dead. Would be a desperation morale. We'll do that, but the medic was going to take her shot to bring him back to life. This girl can only do so much, man. Too much pressure on her. Couldn't save that guy. Too busy putting these guys back together again. Alright, desperation morale, but it's going to be a -2 with his captain bonus. Here comes the German assault from 6 inches away. Oh, no reaction time. Alright, here comes the hand-to-hand. Oh, the blue dice will be the tough fighters. Medic can't help on this one. Oh, several of the tough fighters hit, but they got exactly what they needed to kill them off. They're happy with where they are, so no real consolidation move. Officer's just kind of screaming by himself. What are you doing? Medic's kind of like looking at the officer like he's insane. Russians lost the dice, so now it's 2-1 on those points. And yeah, it's up to the next dice. More Soviets. Experienced rifle squad down the south side is going to advance forward and try to fire at that officer behind the wall. They're going for the kill on those guys. They'll be small teams, but they're equidistant to the fence, so no cover. Just be 9 rifles hitting on 4, 5s, and 6s. Small teams, 5s and 6s. They score 3 hits. Looking for the kill on those veterans, needing 5s and 6s. Inexperienced rifle squad for the win, killing off those officer and his adjutant, just shooting them dead next to the building. Oh, it's a freaking breakout over here on the south side of the village. Germans got nothing. The Panzerschreck team and a mortar squad. They're gonna get run over by the tank and they just beat to death by shovels by the 2 Russian squads that are closing in on the village to purge it. Next dice. More Soviet stuff. They're unstoppable. This officer's gonna do his snap too. Gonna order that machine gun there. Hopefully that'll beat its 1 pin order with his bonus to fire at that squad across the river and then begin assaulting these guys across. Maybe they'll do an advanced move and fire at them too. Needing a 9 or less with his bonus. They clear their pin. Maxim opens up. Yeah. I think it's going to be 5s and 6s. No, it's just soft cover. They're about 17 inches, so they're inside of the no long range. 4, 5s, and 6s. 5 shots. 2 hits. They were looking for that pin, baby. They get it. Let's see if they kill anybody. Nope, but they do go up to 2 pins. German squad in the woods. Their officer ran up behind them, yelling support. It's like, you got this, man. You got this. Don't look over there. Yeah, now they can see the tiger. or the Jagd Tiger. So, woo, that's not good. All right, let's see which they get. Just gonna do some math here real quick. Be right back. We got 15 shots hitting on 5s and 6s. Soviets roll a crappy roll there. They were doing great. 3 hits. They will get a pin though. That's big. They're at the 3 pins. 3 chances to kill the regulars in the trees. Germans have 3 pins. They just lost that rifleman. Soviets closing in on them. They need some help. All right, next up. Oh, Germans. They have to try to pass the 3-pin test or they're screwed. Well, I guess everyone who shot at them, it's already shot. So can, oh, they got that damn mortar pointing at them. They're gonna have to hope they get the first dice next turn so they can go. They're gonna go for the rally. Or they pass that. I'm gonna try to pull some pins. All right, they rally. They have no pins on them, but they're in a predicament. All right, next die. More Soviets. These regulars now are gonna try to pass a 1-pin order. Just out of range of their senior lieutenant, so they fail and go down. Another Soviet die. This squad is going to try to assault the Germans. Just over 6 inches. Alright, these guys have already fired the Germans, so the Soviets coming in hot. Let's see if they can kill everybody. Everyone dies but one guy. 2 of the tough fighters hits. They got 2 chances to kill the last guy. Alright, they wipe them out. Now, the Soviets were attacking uphill against a defended object, or defensive position, so the Germans will get to do the same thing, basically, and they could both... Everyone could die here, which is phenomenal. Germans attacking back. They got 3 tough fighters, a light machine gun, and everyone else's rifles. Medics just watching in disbelief and horror. This guy's yelling. Maybe he's beatboxing. Who knows? Sorry about the stupidity. Germans kind of muffed. Only get 7 kills, but 3 of the tough fighters hit, so they re-roll. If you want to call it winning, the Soviets won the hand-to-hand. 1 NCO left, just surrounded by a sea of dead bodies. Everyone's gone except for him. He'll have to do a desperation morale, but at least it'll be like a +3 because the captain's there cheering him on. He survives. The Germans lose another die out of the bag. Wow. Getting brutal up here. Another Russian die. Just for fun, Russian girl's gonna run up and assault the other medic. They're gonna have a medic battle. We'll do this simultaneous. Red die for the Russians and blue for the Germans. Oh, what a piece of crap. German medic just crushes the Russian girl's head with his helmet. He's gonna get a reconsolidation move. Don't you feel bad about it? Alright, next die. German. Oh, the German medic. He's consolidated back with his forces. German mortar spotter advances back into the trees, looking down the alleyway at the advancing Russian squad. The Russian horde. Russians. T-34-85 is no scaredy cat. Advances. He's going to fire his bow machine gun and his coax. Try to wipe out the Panzerschreck team. Panzerschreck team will get small cover, or sorry, light cover and small teams. Plus the advance. +3. It's going to be a tough one. 10 shots, needing 6s. Oh, they get the pin. They get their 2 hits on the Panzerschreck team. Let's see if they can kill them both off. Cannot. Panzerschreck team. They have a pin. They're the last die in the bag. I'm gonna see if there's any benefit to advancing here. Hang on. They're a shape charge with a 24-inch range. So they don't pay any. There's no penalty for shooting over long range with them. They're gonna go for it. They're gonna try to pass a 1-pin order. Oh, they passed the pin. They're gonna unleash the beast. Rocket. Oh, where is he? Oh, inbound. Nails the T-3485. +6 for the Panzerschreck. That tank has 9 armor. All right, superficial damage. They're going to take 2 pins. We can see if they get a turret jam. Turret is not jammed. They have 2 pins. They're already gone, so they don't have to worry about going down. And that's the end of that turn. Wow. Gotta love bolt action. Bloody as you go. I'll get out. Crazy game so far. Loving it. We got tanks on fire. We got tanks down. We got pins everywhere. Good job. All right. I think it's turn 5 next. See you in a minute. All right, it's gonna be turn 5. This should be insanity. Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna get to turn 7, but I'm gonna try. All right, here we go. I don't even know. If I pull the first dice, I'm not really sure what to do, and it'd probably be the wrong thing, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna have some fun. All right, Germans. Oh yes. Oh, it's an assault. Too close for the Russians to react. So they're gonna do hand on hand. Germans are gonna get to shoot first. They're coming across the bridge, trying to waste them. Germans have 3 tough fighters and an LMG coming in against the Russians. Germans get 6 kills, 3 tough fighters hit. They will go again. Eight Soviets are killed. They're left with their LMG team and their tough fighting NCO. They're gonna shoot back with 6. They kill 5 of them, and their tough fighters can re-roll 1. Soviets are wiped out. Germans have got 2 guys left. They're going to get their reconsolidation move. They move back down the road away from the bridge. It's made it a little bit tougher on the Russians to kill them. They are away from the mortar barrage now. That mortar guy would have to, mortar girl have to start over again. Russian die comes out the bag. Now we've got, oh, that's my tea stain. Bottom of my cup. 3, I thought it did not say pea stain. That'd be gross. 3 Russian dice threw me off, and 4 Soviet, other way again, 4 German dice. I'm all discombobulated with a pea stain. All right, so they're back there. All the dead bodies have been removed. And let's see what happens next. All right. Pea stain. Nasty. Soviets. KV-2 is going to try to keep up the pressure on the Jagdtiger. 4, 5, or 6. Throw another HE round at him. That's huge. He misses. Ooh. That could be a game changer. My KV-2 missing. Oh yeah. Panzerschreck, hearing the footsteps, knows the squad's coming for him. He's going to fire a rocket at the T-3485. See what kind of damage. +6 versus, is it a 9, right? He only needed a 3 to hit, so that counted as massive damage. 2 rolls. One did nothing, and the second one blows the T-34 to pieces. Another dice comes out of the bag as the T-3485 erupts in flames. Russian LMG squad advances forward in the center of town. They've got an angle on the Panzerschreck team. 14 shots hitting on 5s and 6s with the advance and the small teams. 4 hits on the 2 guys. Let's see what happens. They're getting shot multiple times. Panzerschreck team is executed just outside of town. Poor guy, mortar guys, knows what's coming for him next. Might be time to surrender. This was already out, but now it's in the dead pile. Captain's gonna try to pass a 1-pin order. Succeeds. He's gonna order basically snap to that guy to attack the captain, and then he's gonna follow up and attack the captain too. Within 6 inches, so they can't react to it. So we'll get the tough fighter coming in first. He kills them both. Captain's gonna reconsider doing his attack thing. He'll get a reconsolidation move, and the captain's probably gonna take off going this direction. Captain runs down there to get away behind the brick wall. This guy only reconsolidates 1 inch. He's in trouble. Germans lose another dice out of the bag because their captain was killed with his adjutant. German dice. These guys are going to assault him. Yeah, he's dead. He's brutalized and killed in many different ways. They'll reconsolidate now. Russian die joins the death pile. These guys move another 3 inches farther down towards the officer. Soviet die. Mortar girl's gonna go for the luck shot, try to land a round on his head. Let's see if these guys can have it dialed in with a 6. They thought they got away. What a shot! All right, 2 chances with a +2 pen. They just need anything but. Sniper mortar team doing that math. Oh, they killed those guys over there. Both of them are dead. Another dice comes into the death pile for the Germans. This turn is horrible. Wow. He's going to try to pass an order. He's going to snap to machine gun. Can't quite pass that 1-pin order. He's just kind of pointing over there, stuttering. He goes down. Oh god, I had that dice. Where'd it go? There it is. Yay! Another Russian die. Russian machine gun runs over there and redeploys to support their captain. German die. Tiger, gonna try to pass a +2 order. They pass that order. They go down to 1 pin. They're gonna fire a 128 through the trees, needing a 5 or a 6. Will be a -3 though, because that's what I need to hit him. KV2 is immobilized, takes an extra pins up to 2, and that's it. Another Soviet die. Soviet captain's gonna run across the bridge. Sorry, senior lieutenant. Turned his back on the Jagdtiger so he doesn't have to do tiger fear. More Soviet stuff. Soviet machine gun moves onto the bridge. He runs forward. German die. German spotter moves over with his mortar team, preparing for the defend themselves on hand-to-hand. Soviets. Inexperienced Soviet rifle squad moves up on the barrier in front of the captain, preparing to hold off the German force coming at him. There's Soviet die. Regular Soviet rifle squad gonna try to pass a 1-pin order. They fail and go down. That sucks. And then the last German die. Medic just moves up to keep pace with his boys. That's the end of that turn. Going to turn 6, the turn of destiny. Hey, turn 6, here we go. A little Russian action. LMG squad advances around the corner. Got the mortar squad about 8 inches in soft cover. I try to waste them. Well, one thing I screwed up when I put them all together is they lose the small teams benefit. We get moved and soft cover, so +2, so we'll be 5s and 6s. Those 3 guys get hit 7 times. Little wooden fence isn't good bringing it. Oh, they murder the mortar team and the spotter. So they're all dead. Another dice comes out of the bag. Germans are completely vanquished from the town. So it's a complete Russian occupation now. More Germans. I mean, Soviet stuff, excuse me. The experienced rifle squad's going to fire into these guys. See what they can do. They score 7 hits on those Germans. Holy cow, did you see that roll? The medic got all these bandages and IVs out, probably trauma sets. Getting ready to start cracking chests, and no one gets hurt. He's like, oh, okay. Gotta put all this crap away now. Had the internal defibrillator pads out, or paddles, the spoons. All right, so they that was terrible. They must have just, they got body armor on? I don't know. But no one's hurt. They got 1 pin. All right, Germans. I guess they're gonna do payback on them. This 1 pin order. Let me do that real quick. I'm gonna put these guys back if they fail it. Good, that'd have been a pain in the butt. All right, so they advance to the edge. They don't attack. They don't go hand to hand. They wanted to eliminate their defense there because they were behind the hard cover. So they're up in their faces. The rifles will pay a -1 penalty for advancing, but they get the point blank range, so that'll basically be a even for 3s for everything except for the weapons that have that assault rule. They'll be 2s. The experienced rifle squad takes 12 hits. Let's see if the Germans roll as cruddy as the Russians, the Soviets did. Nine of them are killed. 3 chances for exceptional damage. Take out the NCO. So the NCO stands alone with his assault rifle against all the Germans. Got to do a desperation morale, but I got the captain right there to bolster that roll. Another day at the office with that Soviet. He's just like, whatever. Doesn't care that the 1,700 barrels pointed at him. All right, let's see what happens next. The Russian dice. The captain doesn't want to be a statistic. He runs down the hill behind the fence. Another Soviet die. Mortar Girl advances or runs so she can get an eye on the Jagdtiger. Another Russian die. Senior Lieutenant snap 2s that machine gun to move up the ridge. Getting ready to contest on turn 7. Another Russian die. Maxim opens fire on the Germans in hard cover. Needing 5s and 6s to hit. Got some work to do on that marksmanship. Shoots the hell out of the wall and probably the church. Soviet die. Senior Lieutenant over here is going to try to pass a 1-pin order. He passes it and he just moves farther into the town just to not be a statistic. Another Soviet die. This rifle squad, they're trying to pass a 1-pin order for the 3rd turn in a row. Incredible courage. Let's pull some more. I'll only have 1 pin anyway. Doesn't matter. I was going to pull extra pins with no big deal. Run on the bridge. Get ready to secure it for the win. German die. Jagdtiger's going to try to beat a 1-pin order. He advances. He's going to fire a high explosive round at the bridge. Oh no. Oh, we get some all but 1 on that bridge. Oh. Kills them all but one. D3 pins and one chance for an exceptional damage. Sergeant stands alone on the bridge. Everyone else is gone. Got 3 pins. Got to take that desperation morale. All right, what's next? German died. Medic moves up to support his Here Grenadier squad. Last one will be the KV2. See if he can pass a 2-pin order. Unfortunately, they are immobilized. They have no shot on the Jagdtiger anymore. He's behind the trees, and they're probably just out of the battle. Alright, first dice. This is the last turn. Soviets. Lieutenant snaps twos. They get behind the bridge so they can't get the hell crapped out of them. Actually, they get to do a Tiger Fear roll. See if they make it. They do get a +1 from +2 and then -1, so they'll be good. They both pass their order tests and get behind that bridge, hiding from the Jagdtigers 128. Alright, another Soviet. Soviet Maxim's going to try to redeem itself, fire 5 shots at those guys in cover. Somebody gave them some bad ammunition. Rounds are going everywhere. Soviets. This guy's going like a boss. He's going to assault the Germans. That was embarrassing. He missed, jumped over the wall and just shot the ground. His gun must have gone off on the way down. The Germans counterattacking against that phenomenal attack by that guy. They beat him like a piñata. That boy is deader than hell. He gets shot about 4 million times. Consolidation move by the Germans. Back into the center of the church compound to secure the objective. Soviet dice. Mortar Girl's gonna throw a round. Try to hit the Jagdtiger. I gotta check the range though, hang on. Not in range yet, about 4 inches short. She knows the Jagdtiger's gonna come forward to contest the bridge. KV2 is just gonna go down on that die instead. There he is. He's coming forward. Jagdtiger moves his maximum range. I don't know if he's close enough to the bridge. He can see the mortar though. The mortar, he's going to fire a 128mm shell at those guys. He nails the mortar team. Oh my gosh, they're going to get blown away. Anything kills them. There's no buts. That ties up the kill dice. Oh heck. German die. They're just going to go down on the... They're going down on the objective. Another German die. The medic's going to go down on the objective. I think it's basically the game here. We might as well be done. Everyone's going down on the objective. The Jagdtiger is 15 inches away from the objective, so he can't claim that one. So the Soviets get that one. The Soviets get that one. Germans get this one. Soviets going to win this 2-1. And we got a tie in the kill thing. So that would have been a tiebreaker. But oh, it's another bridge. I forgot. And nobody gets that one. I think the Jagdtiger should have gone for that one. I totally forgot about that bridge. But then he would have been exposed to the KV2. Probably would have blasted his ass. Oh well. No, so that's it. Soviet victory. Freaking great game. It was more than who wins, who loses, whatever half the time in these games. They're just kind of fun as hell. Bolt action is great. I'm going to start painting Napoleonics after this and get ready to start working. I've got like 2 battalions for the French and 2 battalions for the British. I've got to paint up and get ready to get out there. I'm gonna try to crank them out as fast as I can, and I'm gonna play that new Perry's Miniatures game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Been reading the rules. It's pretty simple. It's just kind of a little spin on black powder, really think about it. I am going to play a game of Lion Rampant, go back to my chart campaign, and but I'm just going to have a straight field battle, do some tweaks to this board right now, and just have them line up. And I haven't played Lion Rampant in forever, so that'll be up next. Cannot wait. I'm fired up for some medieval combat. And yep, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. I wanted to get it done today. It's Thursday, so I'll have this out tonight. And yeah, maybe you get another game. You can get the other one done this weekend, so we can get a couple games out for you. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it again, and have a fantastic rest of your week, and have a fantastic weekend. And I will talk to you soon. All right, ciao.